I'm just working on my mud duck bench, and so I needed a power supply to give me a little bit more than this old thing. That's like 15 amps. So this is out of a your standard PC, and as we can see, it's 700 watts. So what I did was I got a fan from something else, and for those of you that do not know, if we look at, I'm just trying to grab one of these. Okay, here we go. So if you look at off your standard PC, a plug like this, you'll see two sets: red and black, and yellow and black. Red and black is your low side of the voltage out of this power supply, and yellow and black is the high side. One being like 5.5 volts, 5 volts. We'll call it 5 volts. Yellow and black, 12 volts. So for our purposes, I wanted to. Well, before I go any farther, another thing you need to do to kick one of these power supplies. This is an old school trick right here. You want to short them two fellers out. See that? So that's what's making this power supply run. If you don't do that, it won't work. That's a different video altogether. If you want those exact pins, you can look it up. So what I did was I took the 12 volt side and I brought them out onto these little old school switches here. So that will give us 12 volts there and there. And we even have the option to break the circuit for whatever reason. There's our fan. That's just a switch off of it. If we wanted to shut that fan off. Had that laying around, it was already started up like that. Let's go ahead and grab a voltage reading. Try to do this all one-handed, just to show that we're getting 12 volts and off this little power supply. Let me see. Knocking anything over. Let's see what we got. Okay, so there's our 12 volts. And if you want to know how many amps that is, well, the answer is right here in front of us. So 700 watts, right? So Ohm's law, volts times amps equals watts. So we're going to use that formula. Again, we're just going to do quick math. I don't have a calculator in front of me. But if we take 700 watts and we divide it by the voltage was 12.24, but let's say 12. Off the top of my head, that's like 58, just under, we'll call it 60. So there's 58 amp at 12 volt power supply right there, just from a junk PC laying around. Now, I'm not going to do anything crazy with that, but if I need to bench test something really quick, maybe a small amp or something, well, it's going to do a little bit better than that guy back there. 650 got down.